Hey guys, what concert costs 45 cents?
I don't know what.
50 Cent, featuring Nickelback.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. Wow.
Terrible
wow.
dad jokes, man. Terrible
man.
dad jokes. And hop into today's episode. As always, joined with the co-host.
Hey, it's Travis.
We got a special guest, Lee Maxfield.
Hey.
We'll introduce Lee a little bit more here in a minute. Fonzie?
I totally did a Fonzie. I did a Fonzie thing.
Fonzie, man. I love it. It's great.
I'm sorry.
But guys, before we get into today's video, make sure to smash that like button, hit that subscribe, click that notification bell so you know that you're in tune for the latest, greatest content coming up at you.
Got you guys a Summit Saga. It's an IPA.
Saga? Or
Yes.
Sega?
Saga. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Sega.
Saga.
The Saga
No, Sega
of
is
Sonic.
S-E-G-A. Okay. Saga. I'm pretty sure it's Saga. You know, it's French for Saga, but it's
feel
Saga.
like Joe Dirt's going to show up with the Saga.
Right?
Joe Dirt.
Is it
Joe
with
Dirte.
an accented E? Like
yeah.
Dirte?
It's kind of like Joe
Dirte.
Dirte.
So Sonic's not going to show up and beat the crap out of us for
Not
saying
at all.
Saga or Sega?
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay,
Not in
cool.
the slightest.
I don't want to get sued.
Okay.
So
I do
I don't
want to
make enough
add.
money to get sued yet.
Yeah.
You do
So-
want to add, what's that?
My dad used to drink this all the time. When I grew up, my dad used to drink this and what was it called? Red Dog.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, really. It was a Union beer, I think. He switched from Red Dog to Boxer Ice, and then he just quit those completely. And now he drinks a bunch of Summit. Summit's a great beer company. They come straight out of St. Paul, Minnesota.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So it's very much like a...
I used to work on my old '96 Buick Regal with drinking this stuff right here. It was really good
Oh,
stuff.
really?
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
kind of, would you say this is like kind of like
It's a
the
great
Union
summer
Man's beer, like the
No.
salt
It's-
of the earth beer kind of thing?
I guess. I'd say
Buick's
it's,
not
I'd
around
say
anymore,
it's
so
a
it
really
can't be too
hot
much
day
of a
out.
union.
I'd say it's a really hot day out. Your car broke down on you. You're gonna drink a beer while you fix your car, and this is that kind of beer. It's hot summer day. It's crisp. It's tasty. It's not too harsh. I think you guys would really enjoy it.
I am going to tell you just a little bit about this beer. It's super cool. So the hops in this, the hop character of this is a New Zealand Rakau. So I'm going to assume that is Raku.
Rakau.
It has citrus, centennial, and Amarillo hops, which Amarillo hops and citrus we've had before.
We have.
We have had that before. So this might be a similar taste to things that we've tried in the past. The serving tips for this is to serve at a 45 degrees Fahrenheit,
Okay.
which that's
about
actually
there.
pretty cool that on the website it actually tells you a temperature to serve at. That's the first that I've ever seen.
Yeah, I've not saw that before.
Yeah, I haven't served that before, or seen that before. But beer facts, it's a year-round beer.
Okay.
The alcohol volume is 6.3. The IBUs are 65.
Okay.
And so it has a list of the hops here. It is Centennial, Amarillo, Citra, Bravo, Dried Hop Amarillo, and Raku or Racal?
Citra and Rakau, I think.
Okay, Racal. Okay.
Yeah.
The malts are two-row pale and crystal. Yeast is American ale.
Okay. So sounds like an interesting beer. As far as the hops, like you said, it's definitely something we've had before, but obviously there's going to be a different spin on it. It's from another brewery in its entirety, and they've added some stuff to it too. So
Absolutely. Passion fruit, apricot, kiwi for the aromas. I mean, that's pretty impressive for a beer from Minnesota.
Oh, Oh, so now
I think that's pretty impressive. I mean, when you think of Minnesota, you don't think of stuff like that. That's something that I would expect to come from a beach. What do you think, Mitchie?
I would agree with that. It's, Minnesota, I don't know too much about it. Obviously, Lee, I know you're from there. I've got a few other friends there. I know there's a lot of snow.
Why don't we crack this bad boy open and see what it tastes like? Let's get past the conversation. Let's try this thing out.
All right, let's do
I'm
this.
ready to give this a
We'll
rating.
let you do this
Why don't
one,
you
man.
go ahead and crack her open?
You got it.
Woo!
Nice.
Nice shot, huh? All right.
Yeah,
Target,
right?
man.
All right, so here we go.
Got a nice little light right above the camera, and he nailed it.
Yeah,
Perfect target
exactly.
practice.
So congratulations, you owe us $60.
Did I crack it?
Yeah,
No.
totally.
I
Now,
didn't crack
as he's
it.
pouring that, you can notice, and I'll even pick this up, that nice golden color there. It's
yeah,
really light.
That's actually really nice, especially
Yeah.
for something that an IPA. Because I've noticed we've had IPAs a lot of times on this show, and they've been this color. I've seen them this color, but not often. I've seen them mostly a little bit darker.
Right.
A little bit darker, not too much. I mean, or maybe it's just the way the light's hitting it. But I've noticed a lot of carbonation in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of carbonation. Have you taken a smell of this yet?
I've not, because I've
It's
been
gonna
holding a
remind you of something. Go
conversation
ahead
with
and take a
Lee.
smell. What does it kind of remind you of? You smell that citrus, don't you?
There's a certain ranger out there.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys
Episode
talking about
number
Voodoo,
2.
Voodoo Ranger?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Also, though, if
Yes.
you check out their Instagram page, they're actually doing a contest voting thing right now, which I'm
Yeah.
sure you saw.
Yes, I did. It's the only beer company I follow on social media.
Yeah.
Is Food Ranger.
And you know what? He's not wrong to do it. I mean, they're an amazing company. They do a lot for their employees and stuff.
They do, but that's
But right
neither
now,
here
we're
nor
putting the
there.
limelight on this, and
We're focused on
I
this
smell
beer
a
right
lot
here.
of similarities in this, though.
I do. So
I can smell those, like you and I had talked about in the past. The fruity, the
right, your citrus
Yeah.
aroma and so on, which it's listed in the beer itself, so
Mm-hmm.
that's to be expected. But with that being said, guys, cheers.
yeah.
Prost.
Prost.
Yeah, that's good beer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good beer.
Sorry, cough. A little bit went down the wrong hole. Sorry about that, y'all.
2020, guys.
Yeah,
but we
right.
promise we're safe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I should have worn a mask, maybe.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
Now,
Matter of fact, kind of reminds me of, damn, what kind of candy am I thinking about?
while you were trying to think of
good.
that, Travis was not wrong. This reminds me very much of Voodoo. But the exception to this is it has an aftertaste that Voodoo does not.
You know what
Yeah,
it reminds? It's very dry.
Right.
The aftertaste is very, very dry.
Hence
But it
the-
also
hence the
mentions,
higher
it
IBUs.
also mentions that in it. It
Right.
talks about a dry, assertive finish.
Exactly.
And you can tell that. Absolutely can tell that. And but as a conversation starter, as far as the Norse gods or goddess are concerned, I love it.
Right.
I would seek this out and buy it.
The only thing
Let's
that
see.
gets
Let's
me,
see. You got a beer finder. Where can we find this beer?
Okay.
The only place I've ever found this was Minnesota,
right?
and I'm pretty sure if you find out your local, what was that place that I bought this from again, Travis? Wine.
Wine and
Total Wine. If you search out your Total Wine and Liquors, I'm sure you'll be able to find it, and I guarantee you'll be able to find it. They have beers from everywhere.
Let's see. Let the internet do its thing. Don't serve us wrong right now. All right, bump it up to 20-mile radius. 30? You know what? Next time you're in St. Paul, swing by the local 7-Eleven.
Nope, they do not serve beer in gas stations in Minnesota.
Wait,
That is
what?
unfortunate.
Really?
Correct.
Wait, are you serious?
I'm dead serious. And as of
How do you
2
get
years
alcohol
ago, as of 2 years ago, they did not serve alcohol on Sundays unless you went to a bar.
Now, I did know that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wait.
I was aware of that.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious. You cannot buy beer. You can't even buy beer at your local Walmart unless it is 3.2% alcohol.
Thank you, Texas. I love you. I'm not lying.
That's
like,
unfortunate. Minnesota, you guys
Wow.
would be making a
Are
lot
you-
more money if you were to
Yeah.
sell them at gas stations, Walmarts. I mean, I'm just telling you.
So, honestly, like I even bumped it up. You saw I bumped
Right.
it to 50 miles and 50 miles.
50 miles
away
an
from
hour,
Minnesota.
guys.
Yeah, 50 miles away from Minnesota, and couldn't even get it.
Yeah.
Summit. So, if you can check it out, Summit Brewing Company. If you're ever in the north, check them out. They became a thing in 1986. Fun fact. Guess what year I was born?
1986.
1986. Yeah, because I'm
Old man.
Yeah, I
The
am.
cool part is, I was born in 87, so I'm younger.
Cool other part about that, I was born in 92,
Shut
so
up,
I'm
Luke.
even younger.
Stop. You know, they
cabin
have an
crusher.
entire list of beers. If you like brown ales, milk stouts, lagers, or IPAs, or just a Pilsner,
Hell,
this is
dude.
the brewery for you.
Yeah.
And
Agreed.
once a year, they're going to do an Oktoberfest. And when the Oktoberfest is out, they're going to cover the Oktoberfest with a Kolsch. With a Kolsch, which I'm curious to try this. It's a cabin crusher Kolsch with lime.
Okay.
So if we've done Kolsch before on this show with out of Fredericksburg
Yes.
and
Allstat.
Allstat, yes.
Yeah, I didn't guest host that one, but I was there. We did that at the weekend.
Yes, exactly. And they were a Kolsch beer, if you remember watching those old episodes. So this is a Kolsch with lime. And Kolsch's are a very light beer. They're a Pilsner. I would
Right.
call it a Pilsner. At the end of the day, I call it a Pilsner. This, you know, it's an IPA, a little bit lighter, a lager. It is what it is. But they make the Kolsch with lime. If you like the Oktoberfest stuff, but you missed out on Oktoberfest, go with the Kolsch with lime, unless you can get the winter ale. If you're a very, very dark beer drinker, go with their oatmeal stout. Okay? They do have an oatmeal stout, which whenever he goes back to Minnesota, is definitely going to be sending me because.
Oh, my bad. I was just going to say, we've still got to give the beer a rating. You're getting ready
Oh
for
my
the
goodness,
outro.
you're
dude.
exactly right.
Thank you.
My
Come on.
apologies, everybody.
So, Lee, why don't you start us off, man? Where are you at? Scale 1 to 5. We were talking about that a little bit ago.
You know, I'm going to have to give it a solid 4. I have to give it a 4 because there's other IPAs out there that are better. However, this Summit Saga is the perfect for a really hot summer day. Everybody else is going to say, no, this is the best, this is the best, this is the best for a hot summer day. No, hell no. This is the best.
Okay. What's interesting about that is I was at a 4 as well for my rating. And the reason for that is why I don't want to give it a 5 is that dry aftertaste. Like, I thoroughly enjoy the beer, but that aftertaste just, it's not my thing. It's like, I wanted something to be flavorful all the way through.
Yep.
But I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's definitely a
what?
solid 4.
You're exactly you're both totally fair in that assessment, especially with what you said, with the dry aftertaste, and
Right.
things like that. You want it to be flavorful to the end,
Right.
nonstop. But me, as a traditional beer kind of guy, I like that dark. I like that traditional beer taste. It doesn't bother me. I like it. I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Okay.
Because I think it's very smooth, and it's been sitting out here for a while, and it's gotten kind of warm.
It's at that 45 degree
Yeah,
temperature.
45 degree, yeah.
Like it's warm right now. I mean, it's not warm, but it's not cold.
Why don't we give it that one last sip? Give it that one last sip to just verify it's...
Absolutely, yeah. 4.5, gentlemen, because for me, I like that dry aftertaste. For this one.
Right.
This one. Now, you've known me to give beers that have that dry kind of aftertaste
Right.
lower ratings, but for me, it didn't bother me at all. It didn't bother my experience at all. It just tasted like a dry IPA.
See, I'm not going to mention...
It was just for me.
Right.
It was for me.
I think what I was going to get at, I'm not going to mention any shows, but this is the first time we've had three people hosting, which is really cool. Lee, thank you again for coming on.
My pleasure.
But this wouldn't be a case if we're going to land on an exact number or hit the difference or anything. It's a simple fact of it'll go on to the next round because majority rules. There's a couple shows out there. We won't mention any. But yeah, I think that's a great assessment. Yeah. I think me and Lee's got, and I don't see us coming to a number on it, but it's right there.
I mean, even a 4.5, 0.5 as a difference, that's not a lot.
It's not. It's really not.
It really isn't. But I enjoy the taste because in that after part, I'm getting those earthy tones of the hops.
Right.
And the grains that are used in the brewing process.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I like that.
Okay, that's fair.
And that's for me. You know? I mean, like I said, you know me. I like my dark beers.
Right.
And for me, that gave me the hops of an IPA, the flavor of that IPA, like that fruitiness, right? That you enjoy.
Right.
And I enjoy as well. I'm not saying I don't enjoy it, but it gave me the best of both worlds.
That makes sense.
It really did give me the best of both worlds.
I will give you that.
So
100%.
that's why I'm going with a 4.5. My taste buds loved it, and I'm going to be seeking this beer out, and I suggest you do the same.
Okay, so he's pulling a Howie, and he's fighting for you, America. He's fighting for you.
I'm fighting for you. You know what? I'm going to hit my buzzer. I'm going to hit my buzzer because, that's all mine. But I'm hitting my buzzer. You know what? Saga, 4.5.
Lee, thank you, sir, for joining us tonight.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Love having you on the show, brother. And guys, as Travis mentioned before, make sure to hit that like button, smash that subscribe, hit that notification bell, and make sure you're tuned in for the latest, greatest info coming at you. We got Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, as well as a few other things. Make sure to hit up Free Dive Trio. They're on the road to 2,000 subs now, 2,000 followers, and we're not far behind them. We appreciate all the love you've given us, and we're here for you guys. And with that, happy drinking. See you on the next one. Bye!
You know what? You're going to be a good dad joke.
Yeah, I mean, Dad Bud review. It's what we do, guys.
You want to hear a joke about construction?
You still working on it?
Yeah, I am.
You guys want to hear
Never dies. It never dies.
dies.
Okay, cool.
Here, I got another one for you guys. Check it out. You got a blonde, brunette, and a redhead. I'm just kidding. All right, let's do this.
Hey, it's on the Adult Swim side of things.